Welcome back to the Paranormal Review, and today we're going to review a video called Fearful, Brothers Films, a Massive Bigfoot, Utah, USA, 2013 HD, published on January 21st, 2016. Clip description: two fishermen brothers are out in the woods by the creek catching fish one day, and they hear what sounds like a loud roar and breaking trees. They leave right away thinking it's a bear. The next day they go back to investigate and see what it is that made that sound and see if any tracks were left in the snow. What they capture in the film is very creepy. Okay, why is this from 2013? As you can see here, when it's uploaded in 2016. I don't know. Let's go ahead and look at the video. It's kind of a long one. It's about 4 minutes, and there's not much going on. I'll just show you the whole thing just so you can watch it, and I'll make commentaries when I think is necessary. So here we go.
That's whatever it is. That's a deer? No, I don't know. No, that's what it is. That's a deer.
All right, so he says this is a deer, and then he points out and says that this is a deer. That's kind of confusing because that is definitely not a deer.
That's a deer. Who knows what that is?
Come over here and take a chill in the tree again.
Look at this. Whatever it was, the foot slid. Just like a human would.
Okay, that's not necessarily true. That could just be, you can see there's some branches right there overhanging where it catches the snow, keeping that from getting so much snow in there. And it could be really anything, even if it is a human footprint.
What did it do? Make a nest right there?
I don't know, dude. Look at this.
What's up with that?
I don't know. Well, I'm ready. Who would walk through this? Seriously.
Well, they're walking through it. You were walking through it yesterday.
Come on.
Yeah, by the time that sun goes down, it's going to be dark. Gosh, I want to know where this go. If we walk a little farther, we'll break out on the river again.
What irritates me about this video
Let's go. We gotta go back and get our poles. Where are they?
is everything on this channel is Bigfoot related. So
I'm getting out of here, man. Let's get dark.
he's scared for no reason.
Here. We don't know what the hell this is, but I'm getting out of here.
We haven't really seen anything. We've seen some footprints that, you know, they were there the day before, so probably it's their own footprints from the day before, and they're just, I don't know. Everything on this channel is Bigfoot related, so it looks like they were wanting to find Bigfoots, and so, yeah, so they made up a story that they came out here. I don't know. Nothing's conclusive yet. We'll keep watching. The only thing that bugs me about this video is that in the description there's like a billion tags.
I'll record in a minute. Alright. We found these other tracks around the same area, but
It's about 20 feet away from the other one.
just want to show you the difference between why we know it's not an animal like an elk or a deer. Because they have 4 legs, and this can kind of show you how they would walk.
That's obviously a
You
deer.
can see that they've walked up in through there and stuff.
But the tracks aren't huge.
Pretty obvious. I mean,
Look, you can see right here, look.
you can see where all 4 legs clogged that snow.
Yeah, they kicked that.
And then it goes up in there. I'm kind of stuck between a tree right here, so I don't want to go in there. But
It's a little branch, dude.
just kind of show you from what we heard, the footage prior to this and then to that. You know, that's what makes it so much different.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Just thought we would record that. The steps that we found today came from that.
Okay, so this is the part where it gets interesting. They're saying to look right here. Okay, we'll run that. Pay attention right in here. Now that could be. It could be a Bigfoot. It could be a tree. It could be a stump. It could be a man. It could be a hunter in camouflage. It could be anything. Okay. The thing that bugs me about it is, I mean, they say that they didn't see this. Okay, so what they say in I've seen similar things where they've talked about this in commentaries, is that they went. So the day before they were out here, heard a noise, like I said, like it says in the description, and they came out the very next day to investigate. And supposedly this thing that was there the day before is still in this area, and supposedly when they went out to investigate, they didn't see this creature on the screen until after they got home and looked at the footage. But it's just really convenient that it's just right here on the very edge. It's not dead center, so you can't really zoom in very well on it. It's just, I don't know, for me it doesn't make sense. It looks like some guy out there wobbling around in the snow. Or a stump that someone's over there pushing on. I mean, it's very inconclusive. You can't really tell what it is. It could be a bear standing up on its hind legs, but I doubt that. I mean, this just looks like It looks like one of their friends hanging out over there, just, for the video. So, there's not much I can say about this one, because I've tried zooming in on it, and it's just a pixelated
from
thing.
that mountain over there, down the road, jumped a barbed wire fence into private property.
Okay, now here's the other thing. Supposedly, they have concluded that the creature that they saw today, or heard the day before, came all the way from this mountain down here, crossed the river. I want to know why they think that. They didn't, I don't know. I mean, to me, it doesn't seem like they hiked the whole mountain, found the tracks leading up to that mountain, and then over here. They're just assuming things to make a story.
Huge 5-foot gaps between each step, 1 foot in front of the other.
Okay, he says there's 5-foot gaps between each of those footsteps. If you look back in those one, I'll go to the very end and show you, because I don't want to have to redo everything. But if you look at those footsteps, they're like 3 or 4 inches in between each one, not 5 feet.
On this property in some different directions. They obviously came, we kind of followed it, they came across this river, and then we found the steps going up into the snow right here, and that's where we kind of followed it into there. So we don't really know what it is. We're just as clueless as anyone else. If anyone, has any idea maybe what that is, it's hard to just say it's an animal, an elk or a deer, because they have 4 legs, and these are one huge steps in front of the other.
They're not.
Just one step to the next step.
Look, there's no gaps between those footprints.
That animals couldn't step over. Just unbelievable.
It's almost as if somebody shuffled their feet across, making like tracks, straight lines instead of footprints.
Here, but we're just up here doing some fishing, and we discovered these steps. And this is South Fort, Utah. So it's our first time ever. We've heard of Bigfoot being here, but we've never actually saw anything.
Now they're going to find a hair.
The only reason that we actually noticed.
They're pointing at a hair on the ground. It doesn't look like a hair. It looks like a little stick or a little twig. If that was hair, you wouldn't see that great on the camera. Take your camera outside of the snow, pull a hair out, and put it on the snow. You're not going to see it like that.
Make it out to what you think it is. We don't know either. Just out having a good time.
Trying to get views.
Thought we would record some weird stuff. But if we see anything else while we're up here, we'll record it.
Alright guys, that's all they have on here. Okay, but they say there's 5 feet between each footprint. I see a bunch of footprints right next to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, there's 6 footprints in this, 3 to 4 foot area. And they're saying that 5 feet apart would be like here, and then the beginning of the next footprint here. This is just full of crap. Even these ones right here. 1, 2, 3. Those are not 5 feet apart. These are all right next to each other. Look, 1, 2. That's like a 1.5 feet maybe. That's about less than the average stride length. In the snow, strides are probably a little bit less, but still. That's an average foot stride, human stride. Bigfoot, maybe they do human strides, but they're saying 5 feet instead of, if they're honest and saying, hey, the strides are average human size. That's not what bothers me. And then look at this thing. It's inconclusive. You can't say that it's a Bigfoot or it's not a Bigfoot, but their whole story doesn't match up. The fact that they were there the day before hearing noises, and then all of a sudden they come back and the Bigfoot is still right in that same spot, that's suspicious to me. This one just doesn't pan out to me. I'm going to say this one's definitely a hoax, or it's got to be a hoax, because who's going to go out the next day and do this on purpose? Why wouldn't you film it that same exact day? They went fishing and went, this is a perfect Bigfoot sighting spot. Went and got one of their friends, stuck him up there in a dark sweater or something, far enough away that you can't tell it's a human, and had him stand there while they filmed this thing and then pretended like they didn't see it, just to make it more believable. Because if they would have been like, oh my gosh, look at Bigfoot, that's obviously a fake, usually. The fact that they didn't see it right away makes it more believable, but not to me, because of the facts of everything that they've talked about, the 5 foot stride. Anyway, guys, this one doesn't make any sense to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, because, the main points for me on this one is that the footprint stuff does not make any sense to me. They're 5 feet apart, but in the video they're only like 1.5 to 2 feet apart. In that one section, they're even closer together. In the other section, there is actually no footprints. It's just a bunch of foot sliding movements, like like two straight lines going in the snow. So there's actually no footprints in those ones. The fact that they're actually looking for Bigfoot makes it suspicious. The fact that they didn't see this on the camera, when they were filming it, and then it's all the way to the right side of the frame when they very first see it, right back here. It stays right here. That's suspicious to me. I don't want to see it in the very middle of the frame. Why, but they leave it there to make it sound like they didn't see it when they were out there looking. But come on, if you're looking for Bigfoot, it's right there. If you're out there looking back and forth, looking for creatures and footprints and stuff, can you please tell me you're not going to see that? The first place I look, I look down the river all the time just to look in the river. It's kind of a cool, rivers are kind of pretty. You take pictures down the river, whatever. The first thing I would look is looking down the river, and then I would look, there's a line there, that would lead you right to that creature, so you would actually see that probably most likely if you're actually looking for anything, especially if you're looking for something. Even if I wasn't looking for something specific, I would probably see that thing standing there. So, anyways, guys, I want to know why they stopped looking. I want to know why, I want to know why, if they actually went all the way to this mountain and followed the tracks all the way to the mountain, why we don't have any video from that section. Or if they're just saying that to make the story more conclusive, make them sound more thorough. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to say this one's a hoax. Please leave me some comments, subscribe, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and send me your own footage or pictures if you want me to review them. Talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.